So my name is Amanda and I'm the owner of Purity Skin Studio, and today I'm going to talk to you about Is Clinical. So it is one of the skincare lines that we carry here. It is a pharmaceutical grade skincare line. What that means is that the ingredients have been tested and have been clinically proven to be strong enough to go into pharmaceutical drugs. Why is that important for what we do here? Everything that we do at Purity is based off of integrity and the health of the skin and to make real transformations to the skin. So we want to make sure that the skincare that we use is clinically proven to do just that. What's really cool about Is Clinical is they use botanical derivatives when and where possible with pharmaceutical grade ingredients, and they blend it together. So it's like a beautiful blend of like science and botanicals to create really amazing transformations in the skin. Okay, so something else to know about Is Clinical is that it is one of the brands that we have carried here the longest at Purity Skin Studio. It's one of our favorite brands. We have a really great relationship with our rep. We really love this company as a whole. They don't cut corners on anything. They are sold in cancer centers across the country because the ingredients are really clean. They do tons and tons of testing. So we know here at Purity when we recommend Is Clinical that we know it's going to be good and safe for the skin. Now let's get into cleansers. Here at Purity Skin Studio, we only carry 3 of the 4 cleansers from Is Clinical. One of them is Cleansing Complex. This is a gentle cleanser. It is great for post-peel, for post-procedure, post-laser, post-microneedling. This is the absolute go-to cleanser for post-procedure for every procedure that we do here that has any kind of inflammatory response to the skin. This one is really great for dry skin, slightly combination skin. If somebody is super dry and acne prone, it's great. If somebody is oily, if they're congested, it is awful. Do not freaking sell this to them. It is very, very gentle. And so a lot of people that have like thicker, oily, congested skin are gonna hate it. They're gonna hate the slip of it. They're gonna hate that it feels like it doesn't clean enough. Somebody with dry skin is going to freaking love this. The next one we have is the Cleansing Complex Polish. And this is basically just cleansing complex with a little bit of granular beads in it. Can be used a couple times a week to be a gentle exfoliation. And the third cleanser we have is the Warming Honey Cleanser. This has 40% real honey in it. It feels fantastic. It smells fantastic. It's got enzymatic properties to it, so it's gonna give a much deeper clean, while also clearing out your pores and things of that nature. The Warming Honey Cleanser is going to be more of like that treatment cleanser, so you're only gonna use it a couple times a week, and it can be used for almost all skin types. Now, Is Clinical will tell you it's only for dry skin. I'm an oily combination skin, and I absolutely love it. It is great for all skin types. It's just not something that people probably wanna use every single day. There's no foaming action to it. It's just this thick, gooey honey that feels amazing. So you'll definitely wanna try that one out. Okay, so next we're gonna talk about vitamin C's. We only carry vitamin C's from Is Clinical and no other line here. And the reason for that is, one, they have the best vitamin C's ever that we believe, but also we carry multiple vitamin C's from Is Clinical. One of the reasons why we have multiple lines is we try to find different things from each line so that there's no crossover. I don't want a vitamin C from Skin Better, a vitamin C from Face Reality, and a vitamin C from Is Clinical, because then it makes it really hard to explain to the client which one is best for them. We've started with multiple vitamin C's from Is Clinical, so that's where we're gonna stay. Also, the vitamin C's from Is Clinical are just top freaking notch. They only use pure L-ascorbic acid. Why that is important, it's the most potent form of vitamin C on the market. So let's go through what the 3 vitamin C's are. So first and foremost is ProHeal. ProHeal is vitamin C with vitamin E. It's really great for super dry skin, super inflamed skin, somebody that's kind of red, dry, irritated, rosacea, some post-acne scarring. It's really great for that as well. When I say post-acne scarring, I mean like that red-brown from the post-acne scarring is really good for that. And then the next is Super Serum. Super Serum and ProHeal look exactly the same, so you have to make sure that you're reading the box really, really well to make sure you're grabbing the right one. They are going to feel very different on the skin. ProHeal has more of like an oily consistency, and it's really like healing and nourishing for that super dry, irritated, inflamed skin. Super Serum is gonna be totally different. It's gonna feel a little bit tingly, a little spicy on the skin, and it's gonna be better for your congested, oily skin. So Super Serum, think super oily. Pro Heal, think healing, nurturing, right? For inflamed skin. Next we have the Gen XC, which is my personal fave. What's really great about Gen XC is it's the most potent vitamin C that we have here. It's the most potent vitamin C on the planet right now, but it pairs really, really well with aging skin. And so what that vitamin C does, it actually helps to repair damage to the DNA. This marries very well with like microneedling or with laser treatments. Let me go back real quick because as we talk about microneedling, the Pro Heal is probably the best post microneedling if they're new to microneedling. If they've already been using Gen XC and they're doing microneedling, then they're okay to continue. We'll talk more about microneedling and all the other treatments as we go throughout the training process, but just something to know, we do have the 3 vitamin C's from It's Clinical. Pro Heal, think healing, nourishing, oilier consistency for that super dry skin that needs it. Super Serum, think of super oily. It's gonna have that light tingly sensation. It's gonna have a thinner, like watery texture to it for that oilier skin that doesn't want something heavy and oily feeling. And then Gen XC is going to repair damage to the DNA. It is going to be the most anti-aging vitamin C that we have. Okay, and then next we have our 2 brightening products from It's Clinical, Brightening Serum and Brightening Complex. So the Brightening Serum is smaller and the Brightening Complex is going to be much taller. The difference between Brightening Serum and Brightening Complex is a pretty big one. Brightening Serum is a serum that is literally just to brighten, and we use this a lot to prep skin for chemical peels, for laser treatment or microneedling or anything that can create any kind of acute trauma to the skin, because we want to suppress that pigmentation coming to the surface during a treatment like that. Brightening Complex is kind of an all-in-one. So what's great about it, it has brighteners, it's much stronger brighteners than Brightening Serum. It has hydrators, it has antioxidants, so it's almost equivalent to the vitamin C's that we carry as well. And it's just an all-in-one. So when people come in and they're like, I just need something, I hate my brown spots, I hate my wrinkles, I hate this, but I don't want to use a lot of stuff, the ultimate go-to is always Brightening Complex. Again, it's got some acids in it to help resurface, retexturize the skin, to refine your tone, fine lines, things of that nature. It's got hydrators in it. It can be used as a moisturizer as well, especially for combination to oily skin. It tends to work a little bit better in the summer than in the winter. And it also has your antioxidants in it, and it also has your brighteners. There's something else that I'm forgetting. Salicylic to help with inflammation. So it's a 5-in-1. So when somebody comes in and they're like, I don't want a lot of products, I just want something simple, Brightening Complex all day, it's the ultimate go-to. With the It's Clinical line, we have 2 retinols and 2 retinol alternatives. So we have our retinol 1 and our retinol 0.3. These look identical. So clients will not know unless you tell them and you make sure you pick the right box. The 1 is a silver box and the 0.3 is a blue box. So it's really easy to grab them. But if somebody were to say to you, hey, I just need to grab a retinol, it was in a silver tube, they're gonna look exactly the same. So you'll have to pull them up in Mevo to understand which retinol they have. The 0.3 and the 1, obviously the 1 is going to be stronger. The 0.3 is still pretty strong. The It's Clinical retinols are incredibly strong. They are not something we start new people on at all. That's when we're gonna go to the Skin Better Alpha. These, the It's Clinical retinols are really for people that have already been prepping their skin. They're used to retinols and they're used to something a little bit stronger, intense on their skin. And then also the 2 retinol alternatives is Active Serum and Polyvitamin Serum. And again, they're the exact same size. The bottles look exactly the same. So you need to be really, really careful when you're grabbing any product off the shelf. Always double check everything to make sure that you're getting the right product. So many of these boxes look exactly the same, and so do the bottles. So we can really give a client the wrong product pretty easily. So Active Serum has a botanical derivative of glycolic, lactic, and salicylic acid. And so it is a retinol alternative to helping with cellular turnover. Polyvitamin actually has a vitamin A in it, but it's a non-keratolytic. What keratolytic means is cellular turnover, right? So the retinols that we have at Purity are all gonna help with cellular turnover. Reduce the fine lines and the wrinkles, make the skin brighter by getting rid of the outer part of dead skin and shedding that off. the polyvitamin is not going to shed off the skin. It's going to have a non-keratolytic vitamin A, so it's going to help to strengthen the skin without creating that resurfacing and that cellular turnover. So if somebody is new and they're looking for something for gentle, then the active serum or the polyvitamin are a great way to introduce somebody before getting them on a retinol, or starting with the Skin Better retinol instead of the Purity retinols, or excuse me, instead of the Is Clinical retinols. Okay, and then last but not least, I'm just gonna talk to you about some big sellers from Is Clinical. There's a big line, and when you start with Purity, we don't expect you to know everything, and you will have a sit down with our rep from Is Clinical, and they will go through a much deeper training with you. These videos today are really just so you have a basic understanding of the products as a whole, right? So a couple of our big sellers are, first and foremost, the Reparative Moisture Emulsion right here. It is a really great moisturizer that is great for almost all skin types. The only time you do not want to use Reparative Moisture Emulsion is right after a treatment like a chemical peel or a laser or microneedling or something of that nature, based off of the ingredients that are in it. It can bubble wrap DNA, and it does have some actives and some peptides in there. So post-procedure, it's a no-no, but other than that, it's basically a go-to for almost everything. A couple other things that we have are the active peel pads. These are freaking fantastic for absolutely everybody. There's a step 1 and step 2, so it's super simple. Anybody can use them. They fold out to these big towelettes, and they basically just give you like a mini peel at home, where it's gonna help to slough away and brighten all, all the dead skin cells, and then brighten and create newer, fresher, healthier skin underneath. What's really fantastic about these peel pads versus most other ones is they expand out to like a towelette, so you can do face and neck. I tend to go all the way down, and you can do arms and body and legs and basically everything. So it's really, really great and really, really simple. And then last but not least is Shield. This is a phenomenal product for post-procedure. Remember, I said you can't use the Reparative post-procedure because it's got some actives in it and it'll feel really tingly on the skin. The Shield is a phenomenal, phenomenal treatment to use post-procedure. So right after your microneedling, right after your chemical peel, right after Moxie laser resurfacing, anything of that nature, because it's gonna just create a shield on the skin and really help to heal the skin, and it is great for everybody. People that tend to be oily and acne prone will not love it as much. They can still use it. They'll probably want to use it for a couple of days at a time, versus somebody who's dry or super sensitive. They can use it as an everyday moisturizer and basically use it forever. We obviously have a lot more products from the Is Clinical line, but I don't want to overwhelm you. I know you're watching lots of videos and learning lots of things during all this. So I just want to give you a nice big overview of Is Clinical, why we carry it, some of our heavy hitters, some of our favorites, and yeah, so have fun learning about all the products today.